Hey, welcome back to episode whatever the hell it is of Baked Cooking with that guy. I'm that guy, and I have no camera person here today, no one in the house, so I'm munching out, gonna make myself a quick 15-minute pasta from start to finish. Nice, easy herb, butter, sun-dried tomato sauce, and you can add meat to it. I'm not gonna add any meat today because I'm gonna replace that with a whole shitload of cheese. So, yeah, I'll flip it over to the other way so I could show you the ingredients. Kind of tough without a camera person, but hey, I thought I'd show you this recipe anyway. Okay, here it is. Alright, here's all the ingredients and everything you'll be needing today. There just isn't butter and the Parmesan cheese in it. 2 pans, one with some hot water, of course. Empty fry pan, non-stick. You need some oil, some crushed peppers, it's oregano, crushed onion because I ran out onions, but who gives a shit, I'll use crushed onions. Garlic, these are some chives from my garden and some parsley. Yeah, so I'll show you here. It's all going to be real time, so hopefully my cameraman stays steady there. Let's get it going. First, throw the stove on hot, add a bunch of saltier water. You always got to add salt to the water. Helps it boil faster and adds a little flavor to the pasta. Add some oil to the water, helps it from boiling over. Add some oil to this pan over here too. You don't need all too much because this is what's going to be going in your pasta. Throw that on a low heat to a low medium heat. In the meantime, start chopping up your garlic. I always chop the end off, then I crush it before I start chopping it. This makes it that much easier getting all the peels off instead of it sitting there picking away. It takes forever. And then just chop your garlic up to however size you want. If you like big chunks of crispy garlic, that's cool. Oh, one thing I forgot to put in the ingredient list is my sun-dried tomatoes. But I'm baked, so I totally forgot about that. So we're going to get this pan going. Just, depending on how hot you want it, I'm just going to add a little bit of chilies. Adding that garlic right away. The onions. I'm not a picky guy. I like this fake stuff or dehydrated stuff. I even make it my own with my own dehydrator. And then add yourself, I don't know, just a touch of your oregano. And I'll just get out my sun-dried tomatoes very quick. Took me forever to find these in the shopping center there. Turns out they're in the tomato section, not the vegetable section, so like with your tomato sauces. I'm going to add about 3, actually let's do 4, I like these little things. 4 to my pasta. Just bunch them all up. Chop them up in some nice pieces. The size is really up to you. Again, you can have them smaller, bigger. I like them bigger because then they get nice and crispy. I don't think that's enough oil there, so I'll add a little more. So what I'm trying to do is just bring this up to a heat so it doesn't really burn them, but it's going to get them nice crispy. Got the oil in the water going on. We're going to give it a quick stir because stirring it also helps it boil. Learned that in science class, but it should be basic knowledge now. Yeah, I'll cut up these. Add these to the top of the salad for garnish, as well as into the oil and butter mix. But I add them last into the oil mix, because you can cook the flavor out of these. Some parsley. I'll just chop that up and you can throw that in. And this is going to add some nice color to the dish as well. I don't know what time we got going on here. It's just actually, let me look, Oh, it's at 420, go figure. So we're at 420 into the making of it now. So that means I got 10 minutes left or I'm bullshitting you about the recipe. We're just actually waiting for the water to boil. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of butter into the mix. I think butter really makes everything taste better. I'm on no diet. I don't pretend to be. I eat because it tastes fucking good. Well, meanwhile, we're just waiting for that. There's not much to do. Give it a little stir, help her out. And, yeah, since it's real time, looks like we got some time in here. So I guess I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I used to work not professionally as a cook at all. I don't have really any experience professionally. I learned to cook just out of necessity. I love to eat and I love to cook. I don't know. Everything I cook, like I say, is on a cheap budget. Because I'm on disability. Can't work too much. So I like to cook. It's great. Makes me feel good to be able to make a good dish that my family can eat and enjoy. I'm now showing you guys on YouTube what I like to eat and enjoy. I did a little bit of cooking in the bars. I worked as a bartender for many, many years. I felt it was easier to sling beer than it was to cook for people. Because let's face it, a lot of you guys are picky bastards out there. I've seen enough steaks go back where they say they're medium rare and they're actually well done, which is what you asked for. Or just all sorts of shit like that. Yeah, so basically I got out of working in the service industry because not sure if it was the picky people or if I just got tired of dealing with drunks. Now I just like to cook. I don't drink that often, but I might make a bartender's little cookbook video for you guys of some of my favorite recipes I make. Now this is coming up to a nice heat, soaked in butter. I like that. I didn't crispy up everything as much as I wanted, but it's coming along. So I'm using this, I forget what the heck this pasta is called. It's like fettuccine noodles, but it's thinner. It only cooks in about 6 to 7 minutes. That's why I like it. It's quick and it holds the flavor good. For some reason I'm not a big fan of spaghetti noodles. I'll grab out the amount just for myself. I'm going to use about that much. This is just a little personal dish. I might not even use all that sauce. Now that it's up and the butter and oil and everything is boiling, I turn it right down because it's ready. I don't want to cook away the flavor or burn anything and change it. So turn it almost right off. Actually, I'll just turn it off because I got about 7 minutes when this stuff goes in. And then it's more of a waiting game. I'll sit here, pretend like I'm texting because that's what everyone else would do, and text pictures and do that. But all I got is a tablet. I don't have a cell phone. So I'm just going to sit here, stare at my food, talk to you guys aimlessly, you know. This water's almost coming up to a boil. I haven't stirred it too much. But once it comes to a boil, we can throw the pasta in, and then we only have to wait about 6 or 7 minutes. And then I'll probably just speed through the videotape because I don't feel like sitting here talking to you guys. I'm sure you don't want to hear me blabber on for 6-7 minutes and stare at some pasta. But I'll keep it running just so I can maybe do a time lapse. And I'll just speed it up on video. I don't fucking know. I don't even know if I know how to do that. I got such a ghetto computer. I'm just putting these out because, you know, these are recipes anyone can do. They taste great. And I hope you try them. It's pretty much to a boil. That doesn't look like enough pasta for me. I'll throw in just a little more. Now, as you can see, this stuff is nice and cooked all together. Smells delicious. See, if I had chicken, you'd have time to fry up some chicken. or you can use shrimp, pretty much whatever you want in there. I don't like to use red meats with this sauce though, because it overpowers it a lot. This sauce I find is more chickeny. Works great for chicken. And the greatest thing about chicken is it comes in big cheap bags, so it lasts a while for the family. So always make sure to pick up one of them $10 bags, because it's what I use in most of my recipes. Can't go wrong with a bunch of breasts in a bag for 10 bucks. If only strip joints were like that. Would have been a lot cheaper than a few of the dances I had back in the day. Alright, this is coming to a nice boil, so turn it down so you're not always boiling over. Sure, you guys cooked pasta before, but you never know. My recipes are easy enough. I hope that some people who never cook look at me and say, hey, you know, if that fucker can cook, I can cook. Because really, yeah, if I can cook, you can cook. One good thing about this pasta heating up here, you can also get a facial for you girls. So just stick your face right in there. Oh, it's a little hot. Then it gets glasses foggy, but hey, I guess it's good for the skin, they say. It'd be great for you teenagers out there. Just don't get any of your zits around it. Now these noodles are softening up nice. I didn't even keep track of the time. I don't usually keep track of time of anything I cook, really. I just sit there and guesstimate it, and then I'll pull a noodle out, test it, pull a noodle out, test it. I don't care if I waste a noodle or two. So we're shooting at 11 minutes right now. So this stuff's going to be done in about 3 minutes, so I'm guessing we're going to be on time. So I got out the Parmesan here. I love the Parmesan because my mom hated cheese so much growing up, still does now, that the smell of this would make her like, it was funny. So me and my sister and dad would like pile on the cheese when we were younger, and she'd have to leave the table. It was pretty funny. I don't know why she got all phobic of cheese, but I don't know. We used it to our advantage to bug her. But she embarrassed us back a few times too, like loving mothers do. But a lot of the recipes I cook come from my mom, so I gotta thank my mom for that. Just like the cinnamon bun recipes there. Yeah, let me test these now. You can see when you bend them there that it's still a little stiff, so you can give them a bend. As soon as they start to just flop around, then to give it a taste test. And if it's the al dente, then it's ready to go. Then you can just mix them up. I think I got about 2 or 3 minutes left of mine. So, what else do I gotta do? You can clean up, but I hate fucking cleaning up. So I'm gonna leave it there till I eat, then have a puff, then come back and clean it up. You can do garlic bread in this time too. Easiest thing too, take some of my chives or some of the garlic, throw it in with some butter, and throw it in the fucking oven. Just make sure that you are watching that garlic bread, because I always forget it and burn the shit out of it. No one likes burnt garlic bread. It's the easiest thing to make, but it's the easiest thing to ruin, and I usually ruin it. We're looking at another minute to go. I gotta find my strainer here. I have no idea where it went. Good, we got about 1 minute left before that stuff is done. Let me pull it up and give it a check. It's looking pretty good. Yeah, I'd say that's almost done. Give it another minute. We'll just pull it off right now. Tasted good to me, actually. Give it a strain. Like I said, I have no camera person, so you're stuck with the stationary cam this time. But that girl's out with that little man and doing that laundry. So I'm at home cooking for you. So So just take that mix, throw it in there, stir it all up. I hope you can see that good. Let's get it nice and covered. Then you want to let it rest for however long you can stand looking at it and smelling at it and not touching it. In the meantime, I always forget to bring a plate out. So there we have a plate. Throw that down. Add some of that stinky cheese. My mom calls Parma shit cheese. I love it. I like a lot of it, as you can tell. Add a little bit of that. And there's my 15-minute pasta. Enjoy. Oh, I'm looking at the time. It says 15 minutes and 20 seconds as of right now. So, went a little over time. But that's one good fucking pasta for 15 minutes. So, hope you enjoy. Thank you. Oh shit, that's hot. So, yeah. Enjoy the pasta. And we'll see you next time. Hey, it's that guy. I just want to thank you for watching this video on my 15-minute pasta. I hope you can enjoy what I cook. You can find me on Facebook. Just look up Baked Cooking with That Guy. Or you type in www.facebook.com// whatever the fuck it is, Baked Cooking. Just Baked Cooking. Then you hit enter and you should see my face show up, or some dishes I cooked. I don't know, but you can find me there. You can request things to cook. You can talk about all sorts of recipes. You can ask for tips. But, you know, like I say, I'm not a professional cook. I'm just a professional baked cooker. So, anyways, thanks for watching. You have a good one. And we'll see you in the next video.